Hey there, my friends. Today we're going to discuss the for loop in C. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and maximize this editor, and as you can see, I have this file created, ex31st underscore for loop.c, and I have also these statements created ahead of time. So the for loop statement is a loop structure that executes statements a fixed number of times. So it takes the form like this. So for, and then the initial value, the condition to be tested, whether it's going to be incremented or decremented, and then the statements goes within this block of code, within this curly braces. So the initial value is a counter set to an initial value. This one. This part of the for loop is performed only once. The condition is a Boolean expression that compares the counter to a value after each loop iteration. Stopping the loop when false is returned. The increment or decrement increases or decreases the counter by a set value. So to better understand this, let me go ahead and delete this first, and I'll give you an example. So let's create a variable of type int, so I, and let's also create another variable in here, max, which is equal to 10. So we can do the for loop for I is equal to 0, I is less than max, I plus plus, or I, so we can increase the I now, then display the result. And then let's put I here. So this is how you do it. Let's go ahead and run this first. Right click and compile and run, and as you can see, it starts from 0 up to 9. So the loop, since we initial it to have a 0 value, so from 0 to 9. So again, that's how for loop works. So again, just a quick note that the condition is a Boolean expression that compares in here, that compares the counter to a value, but really the condition could be not related to the counter at all in C. It can even be empty, which evaluates to true. The for loop of C-based languages is a lot more general than the for loop of older languages. So again, this is how I position it. So I created a variable, I initialize it here to 0, max, I, and the expression to be tested, I is less than max, increment the I, then display it out. Once I is not less than to max, this will not be, the loop will not run this anymore since it is false. So again, this also serves as increment or decrement. In addition to that, there can be multiple initialization and update expressions, but a for loop accepts only one test expression. So only one test expression. It can be a lot of initialization in here and increment or decrement, but for the tests it only accepts one expression. And that's it. And before we wrap up, let's test your knowledge. I have here a little exercise for you in this tab. So I want you to fill in the blanks to print numbers from 0 through 5. So as you can see, I have a lot of missing information in here that you need to fill in. So if you know the answer, just put it in the comment section below. Thank you.